Go get us time. These are my boys. They don't get.
Michael Madsen has always been an actor who followed his own rules, taking roles that interested him rather than those that promised stardom. His distinctive voice and intense screen presence made him a favorite among certain directors. But this selective approach also meant turning down roles that might have cemented his A-list status. Today we would like to talk about the specific career of Michael Madsen. Michael Madsen's career began in the early 1980s with small roles in films like Against All Hope, 1982, and Racing with the Moon, 1984. These early appearances showcased his rugged charisma, but casting directors weren't quite sure how to utilize his unique intensity. He continued working steadily in television shows like Miami Vice and Tour of Duty, building experience but not yet finding the breakout role that would define his career trajectory. In 1991, Madsen scored a supporting role in Ridley Scott's acclaimed Thelma and Louise, playing the abusive boyfriend of Susan Sarandon's character. While brief, his menacing performance caught the attention of a young filmmaker named Quentin Tarantino. This connection would soon alter the course of Madsen's career dramatically. Tarantino cast Madsen as the sadistic criminal Mr. Blonde in his 1992 debut feature, Reservoir Dogs. The film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival to critical acclaim and grossed over $2.8 million against its modest $1.2 million budget. Though those numbers seem small today, the film's cultural impact was enormous. Madsen's performance of the infamous ear-cutting torture scene, set to the incongruously upbeat "Stuck in the Middle with You," became one of cinema's most memorable sequences of the 1990s. Following this breakthrough, Madsen demonstrated surprising versatility by taking on the role of a sympathetic surrogate father in the family film Free Willy, 1993. The movie was a commercial success, grossing over $153 million worldwide against a $20 million budget. This unexpected turn showed Madsen could play more than just villains, though his intimidating presence remained his most marketable trait. The mid-1990s marked Madsen's peak window, with roles in major studio productions including Wyatt Earp, 1994, Species, 1995, and Donnie Brasco, 1997. Species performed particularly well, earning $113 million globally on a $35 million budget. During this period, Madsen established himself as a reliable supporting actor who could bring gravitas to both action films and crime dramas. In 1995, Madsen appeared in the western The Quick and the Dead, directed by Sam Raimi and starring Sharon Stone, Russell Crowe, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Though the film underperformed commercially, grossing just $18.6 million domestically against a $35 million budget, it further showcased Madsen's ability to hold his own alongside A-list talent. By the late 1990s, Madsen's career began to show signs of strain. His film choices became increasingly questionable, with roles in forgettable titles like Species 2, 1998, and The Sender, 1998. These films failed to capture audience interest or critical acclaim, with Species 2 earning just $19 million domestically, less than half of its predecessor's North American gross. One significant misstep came with The Maker, 1997, a crime thriller that received limited theatrical release before quickly moving to home video. Despite a promising cast, including Matthew Modine and Mary Louise Parker, the film suffered from poor marketing and a troubled post-production phase. According to industry insiders, the film underwent substantial recutting after test screenings revealed audience confusion about the complex narrative. What began as a character-driven drama emerged as a more conventional thriller, losing much of its original vision in the process. Madsen's career suffered another blow when he reportedly turned down the role of Vincent Vega in Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, 1994, which ultimately went to John Travolta and revitalized the latter's career. While Madsen has cited scheduling conflicts with Wyatt Earp as the reason, this decision represented a significant pivot point in his career trajectory. Pulp Fiction went on to gross $213.9 million worldwide and earned 7 Oscar nominations, becoming one of the defining films of the decade. The early 2000s saw Madsen working steadily but increasingly in direct-to-video productions that lacked the prestige of his earlier work. Films like The Alternate, 2000, Pressure Point, 2001, and Vampires: The Turning, 2005, failed to make significant cultural or commercial impact. This period marked a clear downward shift in the quality of projects coming his way. Compounding these career challenges were rumors of on-set conflicts and difficult behavior. While Madsen has disputed many such claims, directors and producers became hesitant to work with him on major productions. His reputation for being unpredictable, whether deserved or not, limited his access to premium roles that might have sustained his A-list momentum. A bright spot came in 2003 when Tarantino once again cast Madsen, this time as Bud Sidewinder in Kill Bill Vol. 1 and its 2004 sequel. The films were commercial and critical successes, with the 2-part saga grossing over $330 million worldwide. Madsen's performance reminded audiences of his considerable talents, though this renaissance proved short-lived. Financial troubles also began to plague Madsen during this period. In 2003, reports emerged that he owed significant back taxes, leading to legal complications that distracted from his creative work. These personal issues, combined with his increasingly erratic career choices, created a negative feedback loop that pushed him further from mainstream success. Typecasting remained another persistent issue. Following Reservoir Dogs, Madsen found himself repeatedly offered variations of the same tough guy character. While he excelled in these roles, the lack of diversity limited his appeal to audiences and studios looking for versatility. Unlike contemporaries who successfully navigated similar challenges, Madsen struggled to redefine his screen persona. The late 2000s brought a mix of independent films and occasional mainstream appearances for Madsen. He took a role in the video game adaptation Blood Rain in 2005, directed by notorious filmmaker Uwe Boll. The film was a critical and commercial disaster, grossing just $3.6 million worldwide against a $25 million budget. Critics were merciless, with the film maintaining a dismal 4% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. During this period, Madsen began accepting an unusually high volume of roles in low-budget productions. In some years, he appeared in as many as a dozen different films, most receiving minimal theatrical distribution, if any. This quantity-over-quality approach diluted his brand and made it increasingly difficult for audiences to distinguish his meaningful work from paycheck roles. A potential comeback appeared on the horizon when Madsen was cast in the big-budget action film Die Another Day, 2002, the 20th James Bond film, and Pierce Brosnan's final outing as 007. Madsen played Damien Falco, the head of the NSA, in a role that could have led to recurring appearances in the franchise. While the film grossed $431.9 million worldwide, Madsen's character was not brought back for subsequent installments after the series was rebooted with Daniel Craig. In 2006, Madsen joined the ensemble cast of The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, The Witch, and The Wardrobe, voicing Maugrim, the wolf captain of the White Witch's secret police. The film was a massive commercial success, grossing $745 million worldwide. but Madsen's voice role did little to elevate his live-action career prospects. Another brief return to prominence came with a supporting role in Sin City, in 2005, Robert Rodriguez's stylish adaptation of Frank Miller's graphic novels. The film earned $158.8 million globally and received generally positive reviews, but Madsen's part as Bob, a corrupt police officer, was relatively minor and didn't lead to the career resurgence he might have hoped for. The 2010s brought a curious mix of opportunities for Madsen. He continued to work prolifically in direct-to-video and limited-release films, occasionally surfacing in more prominent productions. One such example was Tarantino's The Hateful Eight, 2015, where Madsen played Joe Gage, one of the titular 8 characters. The film grossed $155.8 million worldwide and received 3 Academy Award nominations, though it was considered a more modest success by Tarantino's standards. A telling production room anecdote emerged from the making of The Hateful Eight. Originally planned as Tarantino's next film after Django Unchained, the project was temporarily shelved when the script leaked online in January 2014. Tarantino initially canceled the production, devastated by the breach of trust. Madsen, who had been attached to the project from the beginning, reportedly reached out to Tarantino personally to encourage him to reconsider. This intervention, along with a successful live reading of the script in April 2014, helped revive the project. For Madsen, who had seen his career opportunities dwindle, the film represented a crucial chance to work with an A-list director again. In 2019, Madsen reunited with Tarantino for a small role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, appearing alongside Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt in the director's love letter to 1960s Hollywood. The film grossed $374.3 million worldwide and received 10 Academy Award nominations. Though Madsen's role was brief, his continued association with Tarantino's prestigious projects helped maintain his credibility in an industry that had largely moved on from him. Television occasionally provided Madsen with interesting opportunities. He appeared in the revival of 24, titled 24 Live Another Day, 2014, and had a recurring role in the Hawaiian crime drama Hawaii 5-0 between 2010 and 2013. These appearances, while not career-defining, kept him visible to mainstream audiences between his more obscure film projects. Despite these occasional bright spots, Madsen's career continued to be dominated by low-budget films that made little cultural impact. Titles like Piranha Sharks, 2014, Death in the Desert, 2015, and Megalodon, 2018, filled his resume but did little to restore his former stature. During this period, Madsen sometimes appeared in as many as 15 films per year, an extraordinary volume that spoke to both his work ethic and his financial needs. Personal troubles continued to complicate Madsen's professional life. In 2012, he was arrested for child cruelty after allegedly getting into a physical altercation with his teenage son, though he ultimately pleaded no contest to a lesser charge of reckless driving. In 2019, he was arrested for driving under the influence after crashing his SUV into a pole. These incidents generated negative publicity and further distanced him from family-friendly projects and major studios wary of controversy. In a particularly difficult chapter, Madsen faced family tragedy in January 2022 when his son Hudson died by suicide at age 26. The actor requested privacy during this devastating time, and the loss understandably affected his work schedule and public appearances in the months that followed. Despite these challenges, Madsen has continued working steadily. In recent years, he has embraced the festival circuit, appearing at comic conventions and film festivals where fans of his iconic roles can meet him. These events have provided a consistent revenue stream and kept him connected to his most dedicated supporters. The streaming era has brought new distribution channels for Madsen's work, though the quality of these projects remains uneven. Platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Tubi have made his extensive filmography more accessible than ever, introducing younger viewers to both his celebrated performances and his more forgettable outings. Currently, Madsen continues to work prolifically, primarily in independent and direct-to-video productions. His IMDb page regularly shows multiple projects in various stages of development, demonstrating his ongoing commitment to his craft despite the diminished profile of his recent work. He occasionally surfaces in more mainstream fare, though typically in supporting roles that trade on his established screen persona rather than breaking new ground. The story of Michael Madsen's career is one of extraordinary potential partially realized. His performances in films like Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, and The Hateful Eight demonstrate an actor capable of creating indelible screen moments. Yet, a combination of poor choices, personal struggles, and industry typecasting prevented him from achieving the sustained A-list status his talents might have warranted. If Madsen could secure a supporting role in a prestigious television series that subverts expectations about his typical characters, perhaps as a vulnerable figure rather than a tough guy, he might yet experience a late career renaissance similar to what actors like Bob Odenkirk and Bryan Cranston achieved through Breaking Type. In many ways, Madsen represents a particular kind of Hollywood career arc, the character actor who briefly touches stardom before settling into a working actor's life. What separates him from many peers is the sheer volume of his output and his enduring association with one of cinema's most celebrated directors. While he may never again reach the heights suggested by his breakthrough performances, Madsen has created a body of work that contains genuine moments of cinematic magic, ensuring that regardless of how many forgettable films populate his filmography, his legacy includes some of the most memorable character performances of his era. The Michael Madsen story also serves as a cautionary tale about the delicate balance between artistic integrity and career strategy. His willingness to take roles based on personal interest rather than strategic advancement speaks to an authentic approach to the craft, but the resulting filmography reflects the commercial realities of an industry that rewards careful image management. For every Tarantino collaboration that reminded audiences of his considerable gifts, dozens of direct-to-video projects diluted his brand and diminished his industry standing. Nevertheless, Madsen's perseverance through decades of Hollywood ups and downs demonstrates a remarkable resilience. While many actors who fall from mainstream prominence disappear entirely or transition to other careers, Madsen has remained steadfastly committed to acting, accumulating over 300 credits across his 4-decade career. This persistence, combined with his unmistakable screen presence, ensures that whatever the future holds, Michael Madsen has secured his place in film history, even if that place looks quite different from what seemed possible at the height of his powers.